Hello YouTube. Firstly, hello to Ray Cheetah. He put a comment on a video I put up about an hour ago now about responsibility, and he's quite right. Like I put in my reply to him, we actually live in the age of irresponsibility at the moment. Age of no responsibility. If you look, nothing is ever anyone's fault anymore. Everything is always someone else's fault. So as I've put on this screen here, this is the cycle that I see in our society. Now, at point one, the individual is totally responsible for his life. Everything he says, everything he does, nothing is no one else's fault. He's responsible for growing his own food, he finds his own fresh water, he defends his wife, he defends his family, he does his best. You know, everything's his responsibility, and he accepts that to be the case. But gradually, responsibility is given up for the individual's life as the process moves on to point two, which is slowly as government comes about. Now, as government forms, obviously responsibility for your life is taken from you, and they take over the running of every aspect of your life in the end. At point two, government becomes so pervasive into your life that it controls every aspect of your life. Now, obviously then government becomes usurped by the powers that be, and rather than acting on behalf of society, government then begins to act on behalf of the corporations which have usurped it. And obviously then the individual within society ends up always coming second best, let's say, and the individual gets robbed blind by corrupted government. Then obviously transfer begins from point two to point three, where the people, having had enough of being treated like dirt by corrupted government, obviously rise up in abhorrence against government, and you end up heading towards point three, which is utter chaos. The people have had enough, they want to overthrow government is corrupted, and government doesn't act any longer on behalf of the people. So you end up at point three, which is chaos. Now, in the end, as the chaos gradually takes hold and the people overthrow their respective governments, in the end the army have to step in to quell the disturbance. And government, having now been, let's say, made a lot smaller than what it was at point two, government is much smaller now, and responsibility has moved back to point one, to the individual, where the individual again is responsible for his life. He's not willing to let government run his life any longer, because he knows from his own experience, as soon as he does that, he's onto a loser. So I hope that makes sense. That's how I see things, and I'd be interested to hear what you have to say. Okay, and cheers, Ray. Alright, bye bye.